Yes, I am back. Yes, I needed a few days to go in the dungeon and just get my mindset straight. It needed to happen. So guys, I am back, but wow, August 1st, crazy. I think we have a full moon tonight. We have another blue moon this month. This is all next in the chaos of Real Estate Daily. Yes, I know I've been away a few days and a lot of you out there are having withdrawals. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give you that medicine today. All right, so before we jump into it, my name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage markets. Now, there's a lot going on in August. We just saw last week the Fed raise rates by 25 basis points. I think they had no basis to raise it, but again, they are trying to put the screws on this economy, and as always, you over tighten and it's just going to collapse the economy. Unfortunately, there's a lot of money still out there that's floating around, but they're spending less and less of it, which is a good thing. Now, as we start off a lot of our weeks, we want to jump into the Kobessi Letter, guys. Let's jump into it. They usually come out every single week with some of the bigger numbers of the last month or last quarter. Here we go. Kobessi Letter just hours ago says the average American credit card balance is at a record $7,300. Yes, an average American credit card. So imagine Americans out there that are out there and they're using debt to get through to the next month, to the next month, to the next month to pay each bill. It says, meanwhile, the median household has just $5,300 in savings, which is virtually nothing. Delinquency rates are up for the sixth straight quarter, on track for the longest streak in 2008. We are fighting inflation with credit cards. I always like that. You know, you go out there and look at the blue team and Joey B's telling, oh, I got the Bidenomics out there and we're doing great. Are you kidding me, bro? Look at the numbers. Americans are hurting like crazy, but all you can do is say, hey, we got inflation down. That doesn't mean that the prices go down. That just means prices stop going up as fast as they have. But since Joey B's been in, and with all the crazy, numbers, we're about up 20% from the day he walked into office until today. This is a crazy number. 20% of our lives are being spent on the same things we bought a year ago, or 2.5 years ago. Here's another Kobessi Letter. It says, for the first time in history, total credit card debt crosses $1 trillion. Here we go, guys. We continue to spend the money. And we go, in many states, the average credit card debt balances are nearing $10,000. In New York, the average balance is $9,200. Why is the two biggest states getting hemorrhaged people out of them, yet they keep beating their chests about social agendas? It's California and New York. It's way too expensive to live there, and there's too much going on, on the social side of it. That's what's hurting us dramatically. All right, jump to the next one. Why so many Americans feel trapped in their homes by low rate mortgages? Well, I don't know if you feel trapped. I think you should be feeling blessed. Because if your rates were 5% right now, then and we never did see this moment in time of which low rates happen, then you'd be spending extra $200-300 a month. That's for a lot of you, that's the money that's getting you by on a monthly basis. Yeah, do you want to sell your homes? Well, if you're in the state of California or New York, sell your homes and then pay cash if you can in another state, or go to a state with a lot less inflation in it. We know that, for example, here in the state of California, we have the highest, one of the highest tax rates, a state tax rate. We have the highest gas rate. I just got back from Salt Lake City in Utah, and they're literally $1 to $1.20 less than us. And that's actually what we are higher than across the board in the United States versus California. We're handing for every gallon of gas another $1 to the state, which then mismanages it and is running in a deficit. How ridiculous is this? All right, so where's the tipping point that people ask? Well, it says, and this has been a big story today, and I'm not sure why it's a big story. It says 5% mortgage rate seen as a tipping point to unlock housing supply. Well, I actually took a survey 2 weeks ago, and where it was at 4%. Now, I think that if you're desperate, 5% might be a point where you start to see more of the supply hit the market. but I think it's going to be very, very territorial, and it's not going to happen all the way across the United States. I actually think that 5% will actually spur a little bit more of a refi market than it will bring on more properties that hit the market. And again, our foreclosure market's almost nowhere at this point. It's still, as of today on the MLS here in California, Southern California, 145 total foreclosures. We've been hanging around between 130 and 150 now for most of the entire year. In fact, it's actually dropped even to 120s. But we're just not seeing any foreclosures out there. And the little ones that we did see, just, people have equity. Sell your home. If you're losing your home, you should have equity in your home unless you bought it 12 months ago. And then there's so many different ways of getting around, getting foreclosed on, bringing on more people. I mean, there's just a lot of different ways. If you have a problem with it, just, hey, hit me down below. I can give you some of the examples of what people are doing to actually increasing their household, the amount of money coming in the household. All right. And so what are we not seeing here? We're not seeing foreigners bought $53 billion in U.S. existing home sales at 10% drop. Well, of course there's a drop. There's a drop in supply. And if there's a drop in supply, well, then we're having less of everything out there, including foreigners buying. So this is between April 2022 and March 2023. It says 84,600 existing homes were sold, the lowest number ever recorded by NAR. So let's go over that. We're not even talking about foreigners at this point. We're just talking about total amount of homes ever recorded. Wait till we see March 2023 to March 2024. We're gonna see that drop as well. Total craziness out there. Nobody is wanting to sell their home. All right, and we'll go over interest rates. Yes, we did see them jump last week. We're just kind of floating flat. As of yesterday, it says 30-year conforming is at 6.88, so that's conventional. We saw jumbo again, the roller coaster ride of jumbo. I can't stress this enough. If you're not with a quality loan officer, you lock on the wrong day, it's going to cost you hundreds of dollars. So make sure that you're with somebody out there that knows what they're doing. There's a 27-point differential on that. That's crazy. And then we saw FHA flat, 6.78. We need the Fed to come out, and there's nothing happening in August here, guys. A couple things. One is the Fed's not working this month. They're all out, doing their vacation. Congress is not working. They're all on vacation. Guys, this is a month in which not a whole lot happens because the government pretty much shuts down. With the Fed shutting down, we're going to have to see what's going to happen in the future. But we're hoping the numbers continue to fall. But, part of that is more Americans are hurting if you continue to lose jobs and not spend money. This is not it. And we saw gas prices. Anyone out there, gas prices shot straight back up. This is ridiculous. It's almost as if they're doing it on purpose. Keep that in mind, especially when it comes down to November of next year. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really, there you go. I really love it. If you have a comment, please leave it below. Other than that, I will be here tomorrow and I will give you the next update that's happening. Every day is a very interesting day in real estate. And the more you get involved right now to set yourself up and get your goals together, the better chance you have to buy a home in the future. Like I said, you have a home, you have a future, a nest egg that you can pass on and grow old with and pass it on. If you don't, this is where the hardships really begin. Guys, take care and I will see you tomorrow.